Okay, at this point, we took about 3 minutes to do a quick organizer. Then we took about 4 to 5 minutes to do an opening paragraph where we started with a big idea and narrowed to our thesis. We've written body 1 and body 2. We took about 5 minutes apiece on each of those. So at this point, we were about 18 minutes in. Now we've only got about 12 minutes left. And we've got to do a body 3, a rebuttal, and then a quick closing. The closing will be really easy when we get to that. All right, so at this point, we're on body 3. When we did body 1, I talked about structure. Body 2, I talked about transitions. Body 3, I'm going to talk about vivid word choice and using similes or metaphors to spice up your paper. So this is something you might want to do, especially if you're a strong creative writer and you can work similes and metaphors into your paper. That always impresses people. It's your ability to write. Okay, body 3, writing an effective body paragraph. Another good way to spice up your body paragraph is to include similes or metaphors that help the reader envision what you are talking about. For example, in this sample body paragraph, pay attention. There you're going to use a couple metaphors and similes and blend those right into their third body paragraph. Furthermore, too much television is damaging to a person's mind. If teenagers watch too much television, their minds are held hostage by flickering images of shiny cars, beautiful women, toothpaste, deodorant, and Pepto-Bismol. These images crowd out the adolescents' imaginations and take away their ability to create. The minds of frequent television watchers become more passive with time. As a result, they become mindless sheep, unable to think for themselves. When the United States has too many passive, non-thinking citizens, this allows the corrupt to manipulate the people. This is what happens when people allow a machine to dissolve their brains like Jell-O in the hot August sun. All right, when you look at this third body paragraph, they use the transition. Furthermore, too much television is damaging to a person's mind. There is our topic for this paragraph. First metaphor, if teenagers watch too much television, their minds are held hostage. That's a metaphor. By flickering images of shiny cars, beautiful women, toothpaste, deodorant, Pepto-Bismol. Obviously, they just thought of what are some random things you might see on TV that we can represent as far as flickering images on a TV. These images crowd out the adolescent's imagination and take away their ability to create. The minds of frequent television watchers become more passive with time. As a result, they become mindless sheep. Here's another metaphor. I like how they're using these metaphorical examples to make their point. Unable to think for themselves. It's kind of a cliche, but it works. When the United States has too many passive, non-thinking citizens, this allows the corrupt to manipulate the people. So they also explain what are the negative results. If people are just sitting around watching TV all the time, they can easily be manipulated. They're not thinkers. Then their concluding sentence. This is just naturally smooth how they transition into this concluding sentence. This is what happens when people allow a machine to dissolve their brains like Jell-O in the hot August sun. They used a simile, just this idea if you let Jell-O sit out in a really hot day, it starts to melt a little bit, get a little bit runny. And they said the same thing happens to your brain. So pretty effective use of a simile here. So one other thing you can do as you're doing examples, you can work metaphors and similes into your paragraph. Now, if you're not good at this, if you can't just come up with good metaphors or similes off the top of your head, don't worry about it. Just make sure you're including good, vivid examples. All right? But if you're good at it and you can think of a good simile to pop in there or a good metaphor every once in a while, fantastic way to spice up and improve your writing overall. Okay? This is body 3. We're going to take 5 minutes to draft body 3. Go to it.